Hello and welcome to this episode of my Minecraft Let's Play. And yeah, I look a little different. Uh, I look a little different than normal, and that is because I'm actually on Bedrock Edition, right? As you can see, my character just blinked. That doesn't happen in Java. It only happens in Bedrock. I'm on the Bedrock edition of the game, like I've said many times in the last two. Hello, music. Like I have said. What am I doing? Hello? 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 There we go. Anyway, like I have said many times in the past, most of my experience in this game comes from Bedrock Edition. And as you can see here, I'm in my Bedrock Edition testing world where I test out random things and try to make things. I'm not very good at making things, but I try. And I just want to point out one thing. You see that? You see that right there? Uh, Much to my surprise, when I went to design my skeleton crusher that I said I would be designing in this episode, you can't do this in Java Edition, which is a shame. And it it really messed with my design that I wanted to make. Because like being able to move, like my whole idea was I wanted to like be able to push in a floor that would stop the skeleton spawning at the crusher, and then the hopper would pick up the items, from the crusher, and then I flip the lever, and then they just fall and they die. And then there's another hopper, like down here or something, that they fall and die on, and then that one picks up the items, and it all filters into the same sorting system. That was my idea. But you can't move hoppers in Java Edition. And I am fully aware that there is, I think it's called the carpet mod, that allows you to do this in Java Edition. And I looked into it, and it seemed complicated, and my computer is already a piece of garbage, so I don't want to, like, do anything with that. But, like, I'm sad because this is like, this right here is one of the first pieces of redstone that I ever designed on my own with no, like, tutorials or anything. This right here is culmination of me figuring things out. And, whoops, wrong. It's a storage system. You flip this lever, like, this is completely unpowered, and there's nothing here. It's an empty room. You walk in, and you're like, oh, I want this set of chests. And you put your oak leaves in, and you flip the lever, and you like, no, I want this set of chests. And it's a completely different set of chests. So, like, this one's got grass blocks, and then you flick it, and you got your oak leaf. And then you flip back, oops, excuse me. You flip back to this one, and you got your grass. And I designed that, and I was very proud of it. And I can't do anything like that in Java Edition, which is a shame. Which is a shame. I don't know how cameras work, apparently. Anyway, so it's back to the drawing boards for me to try and figure out how I want my. Oh, like I said, I mentioned most of my redstone came from like 2012. This is another thing that I built. I designed this one all on my own. It's just a behemoth. It actually broke on me. This isn't the first one that I designed. This is the first time I designed it over here. And it broke. One of the updates to Redstone actually broke it. And I got really sad. Same with that one. That one got broken. But then I was like, you know what? I'm going to rebuild them. So I rebuilt them over here because I was very proud of these and they work. But I'm fairly certain there is a much more efficient way to actually do this. This is basically just kind of there. Let's see, where's the control, actually? There it is. Flick this lever and this floor should completely flush out. Yep, smooth floor. And as you can see, this is stone, but this is stone brick. And when I flick this lever, the stone brick is completely gone. I was very proud of this. The stone brick is completely disappeared. It's hiding right here. I was very proud of this, and it broke, so I had to rebuild it. But like, this is the extent of my redstone knowledge. Everything else that I've ever built has been a copy in this and that. Those three things. That thing, and that thing are the only things I've ever actually designed on my own. Everything else that I've, well, I mean, I guess I've designed a few other things here and there. I guess. What is this? Is this my block swapper? I think this is my block swapper. I think. Yep, completely flat floor. And then chest. Yep, this is my block swapper. I designed this one. Don't judge my redstone, okay? Oh, my super smelter. I designed this too. Oh yeah. Oh, I designed more things. I need to give myself more credit. I've designed more things. I did not look at a tutorial for this. I just made it, which was really difficult to do because it was surprisingly difficult to get the. Honestly, the thing that was the hardest with this was getting the chest into a place where, or the mine cart into a place where it would actually pick up the stuff from the chest. Because for some reason, and the comparator. So I needed the comparator to be able to see the minecart, but I also needed the minecart to be able to see the chest. And for some reason, that was really difficult to do, and I don't know why. I do not know why. I guess I've designed more things than I'm giving myself credit for. What the hell is this? What are you? What is this? What? Oh, and this is a storage room that I designed in a world that I made. Excuse me? Can I swim? Hello? Why can't I swim? Am I flying? Hello? Swim? Why can't I swim? I swear, this used to work. Why can't, I don't know why I can't swim. Anyway, I was designing an underwater base, and this was the storage room that I went with, or at least the first basic storage room that I went with in that world. It was a server that I was playing on, or I guess there's called a Minecraft realm that I was playing on with my friend. And what is going on? Dog, what are you doing? You are weird. Stop it. The dog's over there messing with the blinds on one of my curtains, and it's flashing light everywhere, and it's weird. What is this? Oh, this was me trying to make a trident farm thing. I was trying to follow a tutorial, but I don't think it works in Bedrock Edition. But yeah, no, this is... I have gotten completely distracted. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I don't know if anybody can tell, but I have ADHD. In fact, I took a 6-hour test. Well, it wasn't really a test, but it was a 6-hour long thing that the psychologist was doing. I was trying to get funding for college, to try and like get them to help me pay for college. And they were like, okay, but you need to do this like psych eval or whatever to make sure you like. I don't remember what it was. I think I was trying to get like help for a learning disability or something. And they were like, okay, well, you need to go get this psych eval to make sure you actually have a learning disability. Because I believe my mother actually got put through college because her anxiety made it so that way she could actually, the state or whatever would actually pay most of her schooling, like for her books and stuff, and help her get through college. And I think I was trying to do the same thing, and they took me to a psych eval, and I spent 6 hours with a psychologist. And at the end, he said, "Okay, I have two things. One, you have ADHD so severe that it's akin to mental retardation." He actually told me that to my face. And then he told me that I also have an intellect in the top 2%. Those two things don't seem like they match. But that's what he told me. And what? Hello, what is this? Oh. Oh, it's a vertical piston, double piston extender. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, cuz horizontal and vertical piston extenders are very different in the way that they're constructed for some reason. It's a lot harder to make vertical ones than it is horizontal ones. What is this? What is this? Oh, this is my chain sequence. Okay, yeah, it's a. Excuse me? Did I just put that helmet on? I think I did. My chain sequence. Chains on and chains off. I think it turns off faster than it turns on, though, which is weird. And I think this is. What is this? What? I don't know what this is. This is just weird. This is just weird. Oh, and if you're wondering, yeah, these Prismarine blocks are me figuring out how big things are so I know how much space I need to build them. Because, like I said, my redstone is pretty massive. Uh, don't judge me. Oh, anyway, and yep, I've got a helmet on my head. Woo, woo. Got a bit of a hiccup there. Anyway, like this has been a fun tour through my Bedrock testing world, but it's completely not the point of today's episode. We have a skeleton. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure the skeleton crusher design is ooh, ooh that. Ooh, I like that design. This is what I'm here for. This is my skeleton crusher design. Um, now I believe if I hit this button, yeah, and then is it gonna work? Huh? Yeah. So that should get a skeleton down to one hit. And I believe I think this is a Mumbo. I don't know. It's been years since I actually made this in my testing world. But I think this is a design by Mumbo Jumbo. I think. I'm fairly certain this is a design by Mumbo Jumbo. But yeah, like I said, what I wanted to do was create a little swapper system under here that would flip out a hopper, and then the hopper would connect to a sorting system to automatically sort all my items, and then I could flick a lever, and the hopper would move, and they would all fall down an even longer channel, and then they would die, and they would hook back up to the sorting system, so that way, no matter what, I could just doop-a-doop and get stuff in my sorting system. But you can't move hoppers, and this hat is really bugging me. Get off my head. Thank you. Stop breaking blocks! Gosh, stop it. What? What? Why? Why is there soul sand? Or, is this soul sand, right? Yeah, why is there soul sand here? What? What? Oh, this. Anyway, I think I've tried to end this little segment like 5 times now, and instead it's gone on for 14 minutes. Oh my god. Um, anyway, like I've said, uh, the whole point of this was to make a skeleton crusher. So let's go ahead and do that. Why don't we? Uh, I'll see you in the proper. Stop breaking things! I will see you all in the proper Java world. This has been an adventure. Alright, and now that that little segment is done, we're moving on to this little segment, which is in my Java testing world. As you can see, there is basically nothing here. Ignore that. I I have no idea. I was bored. Okay, just ignore that. Anyway, I designed. I I hang on. Just God dang it. Of course, I only noticed that as soon as I hit the record button. But you know what? I'm just gonna ignore it and hope everybody else does too. Anyway, I designed my little system down here, and as you see, it collects stuff, and I can switch it from. This is auto kill mode, and this is crusher mode. Perfect. It works. I also, I the main reason I'm recording this segment, because I could just easily show you this in survival, is I made a discovery in creative mode, and I can replace blocks. And at first I thought, because I remember there used to be a glitch like that in, well, not necessarily a glitch, but a trick you could do in Bedrock Edition where, oh, I keep flicking the wrong button. Flicking, where essentially you would break a block and where you could essentially scaffold outwards in creative mode because you would place the block and break the one that you were placing it on at the same time, and you could create progressively like longer growing things, right? But it would essentially do that, but really quickly. And you could do it in Bedrock Edition to just kind of get floating blocks, and without having to like constantly like and then come back, and you could just click both the buttons at the same time, and if you did it right, you would essentially get that happen. That block would move over there. And I thought that something similar was happening right here, which is why there are floating blocks, because it works. Why does this work? All I'm doing is clicking both of the buttons at the same time. And suddenly, I can replace blocks. I don't... This is weird. Like, I thought, like, I assumed what was happening was it was, like, a delay. Like, it was breaking this block and then placing it, because I was originally, I discovered this in the floor, right? And I was breaking this block, and I thought that's what was happening, right? It was just really quickly breaking the block and placing it, right? Because I can do essentially the same thing if I hit the left mouse button and then the right mouse button in quick succession. But you can't do that with a floating block, right? Because there's nothing to place it on. Which means by hitting these at the same time, for some reason it replaces blocks. And I don't know if you can tell, but I was enthralled by this for quite a while. Just, I mentioned I have ADHD, right? Right? I'm pretty sure I said that. Anyway, as you can see here, I believe I mentioned in the first episode that I attempted to make a mini farm, and it didn't work. Well, this one didn't. I mean, it technically works, I guess. Right? I place this and it grows it, but like I don't know. It's and then I don't know why this is firing. I don't know what this is. This doesn't do anything. Like it technically works. The same with this one over here. It technically works. All right, and we're back. So I don't know if anybody noticed, but there were a few issues with that. Both those last two segments. First, the first segment, my game audio corrupted, and you only had my voice. And in the second segment, halfway through, my voice audio corrupted, and I only had game audio, which I cut that part out because it was just Well, it was like the first segment. I went off on a huge tangent, which doesn't really even make a whole lot of sense. Because am I getting game audio? Okay, I'm still getting game audio. Confirmation. Oh boy. Anyway, as I was saying, I went off on a very long tangent, kind of like the first section where I just kept talking about random things, and none of it was really pertinent to the episode. And I figured, well, as much as I wanted to include it, because I thought it was relatively funny and pretty genuine content, which is what I'm going for. It's one of the main reasons I don't cut, or I don't want to cut too much. It's one of the reasons why I prefer live stream footage over edited, like, highlight clips. Because I like the full, genuine experience of a internet personality. That's the word I'm going with. Internet personality. And it was actually, like I said, it was really fun, and I really enjoyed making that clip. And I'm so sad that my audio, it didn't work. But that being said, now we're in this episode, and I completely didn't make a plan for what I wanted to do because honestly, that was going to be the whole episode because it was so long. It was almost half an hour of just me rambling. Um, but now I have to finish making this episode, and for a second, I thought that cow was on top of the mushroom, and I was very concerned about that. But he's not. Anyway, so now that we're back in the main world, what we need to do is, well, we've got the quartz and we've got the design. So I think we need to take. Hello, chair. My chair is squeaking, and my neighbors are being loud. Oh, I also noticed in because I did a bunch of editing today, and was it in was is that dog barking again? Because that's literally what I was about to talk about. One of my clips had a dog barking in the background that I can't hear when I'm talking, but this microphone is really powerful, and I have it turned really far down, and it still manages to pick up the neighbor's dog. Anyway, so I think what I need to do now is take stock of my block palette, my available block palette, so I can build something that looks good. And we've got stone, I got a bit of granite, got a bit of andesite. We got some wool, got wood. What kind of trees do I have? I've got oak. Do I have spruce? Why don't I have spruce? I'm pretty sure, didn't we spawn? Oh, there's a spruce tree. Okay. So I can farm up some oak, some spruce, and some birch wood. I've got plenty of cobblestone. I can make stone things. Diorite, andesite. That's granite. Andesite. Do I have andesite in this chest? Oh, there it is, andesite. Yeah, I've got a pretty decent block palette. We'll probably make something simple out of the skeleton spawner, but yeah. We'll probably do that, like I said, I'll probably do that in the next episode, though. It was supposed to be in this episode, but I don't have a whole lot of time. I don't remember exactly how long those two segments were after I had to cut out the part where I had no audio. That's interesting. But I think what I should do now is actually let's get some of this dirt and just some cobblestone. Let's make a platform, just a gross, sturdy old platform. I didn't count how many blocks that was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sure. Why no? Why would you do this? Alright, let's just get some cobblestone. There we go. And hopefully this is enough. This is completely whatever. But let's hope this is enough to keep this dirt from turning into... You know what? This is going to be 8 by 8. I'm doing it. It's 8 by 8. Alright. And then, I think here, 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 and here. Right? Perfect. And this will be my little tree farm, so that way this dirt doesn't turn into mycelium. Can mycelium spread this far? I hope not. It's going to be awkward. But, I do want to find the nearest dark oak biome, because I like dark oak, but I don't think I'm going to do that before, or until I defeat the dragon. Like I said, my main goal is defeating the dragon. And I need levels, I need arrows, I need potions, so I need to go back into the nether and find a fortress. But before I go into the nether, I want armor and I want arrows, so I can, I have no arrows, so I can shoot my bow, take care of gas, get food, and go to the end. Yeah. So in the next episode, what am I was making a tree farm. Oh boy. Alright, so let's grab... Why is this still in my inventory? Get out of my inventory. Alright, let's grab 2 oak saplings, a spruce sapling, and I guess I can grab a birch sapling. What? I need an organized chest. That's what I need. Where are all my saplings? Saplings? Am I blind? Did I already... Oh, I already planted the spruce sapling. Do I not have any birch saplings? Do I seriously not have any birch saplings? I cut down so many birch trees. You know what? I probably left them in that chest because I don't like birch wood. So it's fine. Let's grab another oak. I don't particularly like birch wood. And there we go. Alright, so we got that in here, and I'm going to farm up a whole bunch of blocks, get some materials ready, smelt up some stone, so that way we can make like stone bricks and stuff. Speaking of, how much coal do I have in here? 40 coal. What's my reserve of coal looking like? Whoops. I've got 2 charcoal. That's interesting. So I have just over a stack of coal left in reserve. Alright, 42 left before I need to go mining some more. I don't want to go mining till I have fortune, though. Oh, well. Let's see here. Let's get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, let's get 5 stacks of cobblestone going. And, and I am going to farm up some wood. And that's going to be it for this episode. So, thank you, everyone, for watching. And, as always, have fun. I'm out.